Hello, my name is Carly. Um, I am in the process of developing a new curriculum for South African youths, grades 1 to 7. It's obviously very time consuming, there's a lot that needs to be done. I need to create the itineraries for the full school year for grades 1 to 7, 7 years, including all the materials that they're going to be learning from. I'm creating this program because the one that we have now is not effective. In fact, South Africa has had to drop the pass rate to 30% just so that students are able to reach some kind of a pass and receive a matric certification and move on to higher learning education facilities, which seems unfair considering that they are asked to learn in a language that is not their home language and in an environment that is not similar to their home environment as well. My project aims to introduce farm schools in a boarding school setting where everything is integrated.
I can't believe you done this.
I can't believe you've done this. You're mad. Completely lost your marbles. With the new program, I am integrating cross-spectrum subjects such as engineering, science, geography, history, although the history will be completely non-biased and be stating facts only of what happened and who was where at what time. There will be no use of textbooks, only devices with PDFs. Writing will be minimal, and all tests and all assignments to show the child's progression are going to be done through viewing the child's abilities to respond and the child's ability to conceptualize and to comprehend what they are being told. There will be hands-on activities with very little writing. They will learn English as a basic language, as that is our universal language. I've been working in the education field with regards to freelance writing since 2011. I've written over 500 educational books for children. I've written 2 Canadian homeschooling curriculums for grade 2 to 4. I've created South Africa's first fully bilingual language learning adventure app game. And in my own life, I also homeschooled my own son. Seeing the issues that South Africa had with comprehension and conceptualization, and understanding now that grade 4 learners, the percentage of grade 4 learners that are able to read the words as they are spelled but not be able to understand what the sentence is saying is shocking. Over 40% of South African youths are not able to conceptualize or to comprehend what it is that they're reading when they read from a book. This is not the kind of learning that is conducive to an active mind. It's not the kind of learning or teaching that is conducive to a productive child and a productive adult at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we need to know how to do things hands-on. We need to know how to fix things. We need to know how to work things. We need to know how to bring on ideas. And we need to know how to problem solve. And in Africa especially, this is a great problem. We have a lot of issues. And so to be able to create a next generation of youths that are non-discriminatory and that are fully equipped to be able to solve problems and to be able to think of the future and integrate systems all in one without them having to go off in different directions and learn in-depth different subjects that don't really matter. We're going to be creating a generation of youths that are able to see all of Africa's and South Africa's problems that are causing us to struggle at the moment, and we will be able to create the next generation of forward thinkers, as I'd like to call it, of vibrant forward thinkers. It's all in the system, it's all in the way that they are taught, it's in the programs that have been presented to them are not conducive to the way they can learn. A perfect example is when colonization first happened in this country, they were asked to believe that God exists. God is in a book, aka the Bible, which from their level of comprehension and conceptualization was impossible, because God is nature, and God is everything, and God is the sky, and God, stars, and God is the sky. So to ask them to first of all believe that God is on pieces of paper in a book, from a conceptual and a comprehension point of view, you are asking them literally to do that, to believe that God is a book, and they couldn't do that. So that's just one example of a system that failed their ancestry, and failed their culture, and failed their way of life. I'm unable to work at the moment. I had a head injury in 2019. I was left with unattended whiplash, which has created numerous problems, which sees me mobile for about half an hour at a time, and then needing to rest. I'm unable to take on physical work or do long lengths of driving. And if I were to continue with my freelancing career, which I've done very well in, I'm not going to have enough time to work for clients and for work on this project at the same time. And it is an urgent project. It is something that I want to complete. And I've been offered help with a trial phase, which will involve 11 students for 6 months in a boarding school environment, where we can test the program. That has already been I've been offered support for that. I need to, however, fund the development of the program myself. And holding down 2 jobs and doing this at the same time is not going to work, unless I want to finish in 2040, which is not really helpful. Once the program is completed and been proved effective, I'll be able to hand it over to the South African government, and hopefully they will see some light in it and be able to adopt it to whatever programs they have for the future as well. Other than that, I really hope you support my cause, and I hope that you'll be able to buy me some doors so they can open them for future generations. Thank you very much. Bye.